let's get started with ActiveCampaign. So the first and biggest reason to use ActiveCampaign is the automations. And I'm talking about real automations, not the send one email and call it a funnel kind. This platform lets you build workflows so advanced, you'll feel like Tony Stark writing up Jarvis for all you Iron Man fans out there. You can personalize every step based on how your subscribers interact, click, or even breathe. It's marketing that actually feels alive. And this is just going to be an example when it comes to creating an automation. And of course, ActiveCampaign can do all your other things like creating sign-up forms, sending out broadcast emails, so on and so forth, but automations, in my opinion, are going to be the heart of what they have to offer, and they can get quite advanced depending on what you're looking to do. Here's just going to be some of the recipes when it comes to, say, engagement tracking, site tracking, abandoned carts, forwarding a campaign, sharing a campaign on social media incentive, needing help, customer service follow-ups, deduce points from unsubscribing from a list, add points on form submits, add points for page views. A lot of these I'm saying just because you're like, what does this even mean? That's kind of the idea here. They have so many automations that, like I said before, you could probably do it whenever your customers or visitors breathe, okay? So it is really going to be based upon you, and if needed, you can always just start from scratch and go from there. I'm going to quickly show you this because, once again, it's probably one of the biggest reasons to use ActiveCampaign. Alright, so how automations work, you're going to start with a trigger. So how is your automation going to start specifically? And now you can really get specific with it, whether it's going to be subscribing to a list, unsubscribing, submitting a form, whether they open or read an email, if they click a link, if they visit a page. I think you can really see how your mind can start to kind of wonder things. So if they didn't open an email, send them another one with a different subject line. If they did click a link, maybe they didn't visit a page and purchase, send them a nudge with a coupon. Say, hey, maybe I think you saw this and you might, like, for some odd reason you didn't pick it up, here's going to be a bonus or a discount. You know, things like that if a conversion occurs. But let's say subscribes to a list. That's going to be fine. Let's do save. And now that we have the trigger for that, all we need to do is simply add our specific actions until our automation ends. So it is pretty straightforward. I do have to commend ActiveCampaign for improving overall. I think their user interface has got a little bit more simplified. ActiveCampaign is a little bit more advanced in terms of their automation. So you can send an email, you can wait, you can subscribe, you know, pretty basic stuff here, sending an email. Let's do a new one. You can generate with AI, so if you need help when it comes to describing the email, you can do that. Of course, when it comes to selecting templates, there's going to be some basic ones, there's going to be some design ones. There is one I actually do like here, which is going to look like came from a personal email, this one. And this is going to be an example of editing your emails. Very easy to do. You can drag and drop any of the blocks on the right side. You can click here and just simply, change it around just like you're creating any other email. You're not going to have any problems when it comes to creating the emails, but I think that's another great, fantastic feature of ActiveCampaign. You have all of these advanced automations, and when you want to add email to it, it's quite the simple process. So overall, I'm not going to go through all of the advanced campaigns. There's so many that you can create or choose from or start from scratch. I think if that's something specifically you're looking for, ActiveCampaign definitely shines there. And there's one more big reason I want to talk about. I feel it doesn't come up all too much. It's going to be integrations. Normally this isn't something I harp on too long, but the fact that ActiveCampaign is going to be best for advanced automations, that means it's also going to be great if it integrates with other platforms that you might be using. And when I say other platforms, they connect with well over 900 tools. That is not a typo. That's not a speako, 900. So whether you're using Shopify or WordPress or that random CRM your cousin swore was the best thing ever, chances are it probably isn't. It happens all the time, but it probably plugs into it, whatever it is you're using. So ActiveCampaign is like the social butterfly of marketing platforms. It has all of its advanced functionality, but also has the ability to connect to a lot of apps, as I talked about. So a very big win for ActiveCampaign there. If you're looking for them, chances are you can integrate with whatever it is that you have as well. So ActiveCampaign does have a lot going on for them. Of course, there's much more than I just talked about, but those are two huge reasons that stand out to me personally why you'd want to use ActiveCampaign over. If you do want to check them out, you can click the link down below in the description of the pinned comment to try them for free with their free trial. It starts at 15. This is going to be if billed annually, right? Then 49, then 79, then 145. So really depends on what you're looking for. But so to sum it up, ActiveCampaign gives you the power of serious automation and a ton of integrations. I'd personally go with ActiveCampaign Because once you experience what it's like to have automation working behind the scenes, tagging, segmenting, following up, it's hard to go back to something a little bit more basic. So if you do want to check out ActiveCampaign, you can click the link down below in the description of the pinned comment to get a free trial with them today. I hope this video helped you out, and best of luck with whatever platform you go with.